Hi everybody, good afternoon. It's Victoria from Ask the Angels. My hair looks a bit bonkers, doesn't it? I think it's maybe the angle, or maybe it's just my hair's a bit bonkers. So I've just done a lovely distant healing for a client, and I felt drawn on day one of lockdown here in England to draw a card just to support with what's going on. There's a bit of a funny feeling of energy, I feel, different than attached to lockdown initial one that we had back in March. I know my energy is different around it too. Some in a good way, some in a fearful way too about things. Fear about business, financial fear. I will be doing some work on that, doing some writing, asking my my spiritual team to direct my thoughts on what I should be focused on and not what I'm fearful of, because today all is well, and that's, for me, that's the only way that I can live my life, that today all is well and focus on today. And whilst that doesn't mean that I relinquish responsibilities and I don't make choices and plan, what it does mean is that I am not mithering on or worrying about or focusing on the things that I've got no control over, only the things that I can control. So the card deck I drew from today is this gorgeous one by Colette Baron-Reid, Oracle of the Seven Energies. And the card that came is this one, A Merry Motive, and it's number 20, which is a nice number, and it's in the section that relates to our solar plexus, because it's the yellow one. So our solar plexus is where we can experience fear, control, feeling out of control, looking at our kind of personal power, how we respond to things, and all of the rest of it. And so that card is really it's really apt, and it's really apt based on how I was feeling and what's going on. So never any coincidences. The card, Colette with this card talks about knowing what your own motives are, understanding what drives you to meet your goals, and the momentum that those intentions create. And so therefore the wisdom behind your intentions and what you're setting. So she's saying that you've chosen a path, you're walking down it. So there's obviously going to be some disruption now with the lockdown that's going on. And so it's important to be mindful about what that goal is. And the goal might not be a huge goal. It might not be that you want to change the world or start a business, or, it might just be that you want to be more mindful of your mental health and look after yourself better. Whatever it is, this card is reminding you to hang out your stars, so hang out the positive. So bring that as an energy rather than the fear and the ego, and allowing them to set in, because when we show that to the outer world, or when we allow that inner talk to come in, that's what we manifest more of, and that's the energy that we create. And that's before we know it, we're manifesting and creating more of the very things that we don't want. So she says understanding our why is really important. So why we are doing the things that we are, and almost hanging on to that. So, if my intention is to read more during lockdown, maybe it's to do business admin, maybe it's to do some other stuff, but maybe it's also to meditate every day. Maybe it's to think about spending more time for me, going out for a walk, whatever that is. It's why is that? Why? Because I want to be well. Why? Because I want to have some time for me. Why? Because I want to be a good mummy, because I want to be a positive person, because I want to attract positivity. So it's coming back to that why, rather than, oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I've looked at my bank account. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to see this person or go here or do this or do that. So being in that flow of the experience of the why then will allow us to then be present in the present moment, which is really interesting, because this was an exact conversation that I had with somebody yesterday too, about being present. Because if I'm present and I know that in this present all is well and I am well, then I haven't got to worry about what might or might not happen, or what did or didn't happen yesterday, or what might or might not happen tomorrow or next week or in a few months' time. So relishing that moment, surrendering to the expectations and to the flow of our higher consciousness, of that bigger picture, and knowing that where we are is exactly where we need to be, should be, and focus on that, focus on where we are now in the present moment, knowing that all is well, because then that's where our energy will flow. And that's when we can then navigate through this journey that most of us, this one hasn't really got any idea as to where it's going to take me, but ultimately I know today I'm okay and all is well. Because if I'm envious or jealous or scared or worried or angry or cross or frustrated, then that's what I will manifest more of. And that's what my energy will be focused on. And so that's not what I want. I want joy. I want to feel contented. I want to be abundant. So digging deep to know our why and to focus on that and let go of any attachment to other things where we're feeling fearful or feeling worried will allow us then to be more in a place of joy and trust and surrender. And it's interesting as well, because at my yoga class on Tuesday night, the topic was about pain and suffering. And so sometimes we have no control over the pain, but we do have a choice over the suffering. I can't control that I get my period and I have stomach cramps, or I can't control that I fall over and I hurt my knee and I've got pains in my knee, but I have a choice as to whether I suffer because of that, whether I accept it as it is. So the pain of lockdown is a thing. There is absolutely nothing that I can do about lockdown. My choice is whether I choose to suffer in the sufferance of the lockdown, or whether I choose then the choice of acceptance and surrender, and to be in that place of trust and knowing that today all is well. So I hope that serves. I will be here during the weeks. I will be here offering distant healing, offering guidance readings. Even if you just want to chat and have a virtual cup of coffee over Zoom or on WhatsApp, I'm here. If I can help anybody, please don't be alone. Take some time for you if you can. And sending everybody so much love today. Reminder of the card today, a merry motive, and sending so much love out there, and connect with you all soon. I'm Victoria from Ask the Angels. Thanks everyone. Bye.